Good evening, guys. Bimslang Gaming here. I just want to thank everybody for all the ongoing support. I've just drawn the winner of the copy of Wolfenstein Youngblood. I've sent them a notification to let them know that they're the winner as well. And it's the Percival patch. It's live, it's ready to go, and I'm very excited to jump into this and see what kind of money and fame we can make. And I've chosen a very out the way area. I don't think many people will be here, so I'm going to try and get as many done as I can. And also I wanted to thank Sandbox Interactive, Albion Online, because they've sponsored the giveaway that I'm going to do today. So I have 1,750 gold code, 5 750 gold code, and 10 250 gold codes. It's come from them. I've been talking to them. They were very gracious in allowing me to do this giveaway. So I'm going to do the usual Gleam.io, and there'll be a Twitter retweet, Twitter follow, and tweet, all for Albion Online Twitter account. So make sure you guys send them the tweets, give them some love, let them know that I sent you, and good luck to the 16 winners. And I will just pick at random one person to get the 1750, 5 different people to get the 750, and the 10 that are left will get a 250 gold code. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm just going to jump straight into the new dungeons. So I've gone in with my ganking build. It's based around getting the cooldown and getting off as much damage as you can. Great fire stuff isn't usually included, but we'll give it a shot. And I've bought the Adept's Nature stuff just in case we do need some healing, because I can always switch it over to Poison Thorns and keep myself going. I killed a couple of treasure spawns just outside, and let's give this a bash and see how we do. I'm thinking that it's going to be enough with what I have, but obviously we need to try and see how it goes, although I am already struggling. But you know, it's nice fame, nice money. I'm in here solo, so we're just going to give it our best shot and see what we can come up with. Although I am a bit concerned with my life. I'm going to pop a health pot. Okay, so this build might not be the best. This is a tier 5 zone and I'm in 4.1 gear. I just want to test how strong the mobs are. Can you do it in 4-1 flat solo? The answer is probably yes, just not in this build. So we'll keep going. It may take me a little bit longer and it may not be as effective, but I'm happy to give it a shot anyway. So I was obviously on the staging server last night testing out the dungeons themselves, and ended up doing it with my friend Eodoan, and we cleared, God, it must have been 5 or 6 dungeons in a very short space of time. And we both came out with somewhat okay loot, considering that it was on the staging server and the black market auction house is not kept up to date. So I think there is a fair amount of money to be had in doing these solo dungeons. It's just all dependent on if you get ganked. If you don't, I would say there's a very good chance that you can make a nice amount of money in here. And it's just about learning the new mob patterns. And what was that? Reflects 20 damage, 20% damage, and 2% health over time. So it's just about learning the new mobs and how they work and what exactly they do. So I struggled for the first pull because they were all ranged, with some melee coming towards me, so they were all separated which made it somewhat more difficult, especially for me as I'm purely ranged. So I just need to make sure they're grouped up as best I can get them and take them down. And I mean, 1,000 fame from a tier 5 dungeon, solo dungeon, just for me, that is really nice fame. And if you're coming in 4.1 and you get dived, you're not really going to care that you got dove, because you should be able to afford at this stage 4.1 gear. And this isn't even an optimized build, so I'm just going in here, giving it a shot, hoping that I can come out of this with some gear and some fame and not get dived. That is the goal of today's session. So I'm just going to run through this and just do my best to clear it. I've bought the health potions. Like I said, I do think that these are going to be a needed commodity, and I think they're going to go up in price as well, because if you take a health potion, you never know if it's going to save your life, if it's going to just give you that extra percentage that, had you not had it, you'd have been dropped. So for me, they're going to be a new vital tool that I'm going to use just to keep me topped up. Obviously, you can come in here with a friend, and that friend can be a druid healer, and that would mean that you're pretty much sorted when it comes to keeping yourself alive. But for me, I had a little trouble in the start, and now I'm kind of getting back into the swing of it. And next test will be this boss, just to see how badly he damages me, or can I just get through this with no issues at all. Because I don't have the other Q on, I probably don't really need the passive from the chest that I've got. I could probably switch that to something a bit more useful if there is something. We'll have a look in a second. And also we get to see what's in the first chest. Fingers crossed it's something good. So that boss was fairly simple. So what have we got? Increase armor and magic resist. You can regenerate 4% health and energy. I think I might take that, because I'm not going to use the other spell. Oh, unlock your first chest in any current randomized dungeon. So we didn't get too much there, but you know, it's a start in the right direction, and we've still got the end boss to do, obviously. And I'm hoping that I can get a lot of the 10k tomes as well, if there is a lot to be had. I don't know. Soon to find out. Because that would be really good if they do drop fairly consistently, similar to the 5-man randomized. But we won't know that until we get further into our random dungeon session, complete a fair amount and see how many we can get. When I was on the staging server, I did get a tier 5 or 6 solo map, so you know, that was quite good. I don't know how much those will cost. That could also be another nice way to be making some money. It will just have to we'll just have to wait and see how the market pans out. So you know, that's something to think about as well. But so far I'm liking the redesign of the dungeons. Obviously there's new mob types. There's quite a few actually. And so far they've been really cool. Some of them are challenging. Some of them are just... Oh, there's our first piece of loot. Nothing special, but still nice to have. Some of the mob types are really difficult. Well, they're not really difficult, but you know, they're not exactly just straightforward. Other ones like these, they're really cool to look at, and they just add a nice aesthetic when they go down. And obviously they do have a silence skill there, which, if hit at the wrong time, could cause me some major issues. And they do have this little poison cloud as well. And And we do have these self-destructing skeletons. That's cool. I've not seen those yet. So that's a pretty cool mechanic. You could potentially, if a ganker's coming in, use that to your advantage if possible. If you had some sort of route, you could route them on top of them. So that would be a good anti-ganking room. If you were getting ganked at the specific time that they're there. So it's not guaranteed, but you know, something to think about. But for me, I think you could probably make about 400k per hour if you can do it efficiently, quickly, and you know, not come across any interruptions, which obviously is not easily guaranteed. But if you get a good session going and you can not have any problems, I do think that 400k per hour is a almost guaranteed thing, which in some regards is somewhat better than tier 6 gathering. So per hour anyway, that is. So I think this could be a new money making method. Definitely something to keep in mind, and it's fun. Like, I kind of feel this is a bit kind of Diablo-esque. You know, you're just running a dungeon to completion and just seeing how you go. If this is too hard, then obviously I need to upgrade my gear, and if it's easy enough, I keep going. And hopefully whatever comes out of the end chest here is going to be some nice loot. And yeah, just try and get this boss down. I'm still trying to work out with the skins how I can use them. I didn't actually get time to do that yesterday. So I'm going to give that a bash later on today. So I'm going to end up buying a Morgana mount and having an armoured horse. And see how I do it. I have a feeling I have to drag the armoured horse into... I'm not sure, if I'm honest. I'm just making up as I go along. I don't know how it works. I will try and work it out. Okay, so that's our first one done. Nothing special, but the fame is good, and we are building up levels. And I know there's another dungeon just outside, so we'll head off to that and do that now. And I found so far that these dungeons seem to be very close together. If you find one, you can normally find a second and a third somewhere close by. I don't know if it's going to remain that way, if it's supposed to be that way, or if it's just pure luck on my part and I've experienced it this way. But we will endeavour to see how it goes and work out if it's just pure luck or is this how it's intended to be. And I'm still unsure on the how many people can fit in a solo dungeon. If my friends come on later, I'm gonna have a bash at testing that out, because I've heard rumours that it's no more than 3. I find that hard to believe, but we will see. And I'm going to attempt to try and get a 4-man party into it. So we're going to see if we can work it out, test it, because it does worry me if you can hurt. Oh, okay, so somebody is already in here. I will give it a bash to see if I can take him down. I thought I was the only one out here, to be honest. Probably gonna die, probably gonna suck, but we will see. Yeah, I really thought nobody would be out and about down here. I guess somebody else had a similar idea to myself. Or this dungeon is just already completed and they've already A'd out, but we will see. And I really like how they've redone the doorways now. It does actually feel like you're going into something cooler further down. So it is nice. It's a nice little touch that they've done. Aha! Here they are, right in the middle of combat. Grove Keeper. So if he keeps charging off, I'm going to try and capitalise on the fact that he'll be taking damage and I won't be, if he keeps going. But he is a tank, so this could go horrendously wrong, horrendously quickly. So I'm just going to keep chasing him and make the onus on him to go through the mobs and not on me. Although now they're hitting me, great. But this guy might just run away. Pop a potion and I'll run out, great. Now I don't think he has a friend, it appeared he was solo. Now, do I have the skill to beat this man? Because he's probably going to stun the shit out of me. I'm probably going to lose if I'm honest. Yeah, Grove Keeper versus me, I'm not going to do very well, to be honest. He's probably going to get more skills up before me as well. And I missed that, so I'm down. I tried. So I think my tactic will work, I just need to change the gear. I wasn't expecting somebody to be down there, and I certainly wasn't expecting him to have a Grove Keeper on. But it's fine, I only lost 4.1 gear. I didn't get too much from it, it was more the fame that was good. So I'm gonna keep having a bash at these solo dungeons, see what the crack is, see what I can get from them. I just wanted to bring you, you know, some content from the live update. Let you guys have a look at the dungeons. Obviously I hope you go out and do it yourselves. And I hope you guys send your regards to Sandbox Interactive Albion Online. You know, they've done a really good job with this update so far from what I can see. And don't forget to enter the giveaway. It's up to you guys. I hope you enter and give it a shot. And good luck to the lucky winners, whoever they may be eventually. And it's going to be drawn on the 20th of July. That's when the competition will end. So good luck to you all. And catch you on the next one. Boom Slang out. Laters.